Hello everybody, Quailafay here. Today we're gonna find a job in Euro Truck Simulator 2. From Plymouth to... I guess, do we think it's time to go back? Nah. Been there already, oh, I haven't been to Birmingham yet. Oh, you know what, because as of recording this, yesterday, Ozzy Osbourne passed away. And actually he was in Birmingham, but I feel like that's just kind of weird now to drive there today, so I don't want to drive there for that reason. There's a lot of things in Birmingham. I've spent some time in the UK, but now it's weird to drive there. As you wouldn't, so I think it's time we go back to the other coast. And our truck's not the UK spec, so I explored some of this, a little more of this. Had my time in the UK, but let's switch it back up. Let's go here. How far away are we from the job? Oh, it's right there. That's cool. That was crazy, like... barely even 2 weeks after his final show is when he passed. At least now he's not in pain anymore with his Parkinson's. In other news, I know how heavily recorded these videos are. American Truck Simulator is slowly going to, in the next couple months, is gonna start being recorded only like a week or so before it's uploaded. I looked the wrong way. But other news, for one of my classes, I accidentally forced myself to build a computer. So I haven't done that yet, but for my technical communications class, I decided that I wanted to build make a guide, like a 10-page document explaining and detailing how to build a computer. Because I thought, hey, that would be something easy that I know how to do. And I realized, oh wait, that forces me to build a PC. And I have a plan I have two plans for this. Plan A is just slowly buy the parts with each paycheck. Just enough so I don't spend too much all in one sitting. Or I never used much of my credit card. I just use like however much I normally would just for living within like a 15-day period, and then I pay it off every single month. Just to like help my credit a bit, just like to show like consistent payments. And my limit got raised again. A very, very high limit for my age, I think. And I don't use it because I don't want too much debt, but I can use that and then just pay it off in a couple months. So I have the means now. Well, I don't want to say that because I don't quite have the means technically, but I do have access to the means. Technically, I do have the means, it's just in my savings, and I want to keep it there. So I'm gonna build a PC. And then I can get a capture card, and I can have everything be proper there. And hopefully that'll go well. I have 4 computers. As of yesterday, at the beginning of yesterday, only one of them was working. And then I fixed another one using a part from a different dead computer. And then I fixed another computer and I had 2 working computers. And then I went to go turn on the other already working computer, and then I smelled a burning smell. So that was fun. And I think what it was, I was having trouble with the power supply, but I do think the smell is coming from the CPU. And that's 18-year-old thermal paste. So I think I'm just gonna redo that thermal paste. And then make sure power is all set and hope for the best and hope the CPU isn't fried. Because I immediately unplugged that computer before any more damage could be done. And I think those just like, that crust just maybe partially separated from the CPU. Not from like all the moving around the computers do. They move more than they're used. So I'm gonna just replace the thermal paste and hope for the best. I already bought thermal paste. And then my other issue, I have to find old keyboards. But for now I bought a very generic set that I'm hoping is gonna work with the computer that I just fixed. Because the keyboard for a Windows Vista computer, even though they're both PS2, wasn't working. And I wasn't able to log into the computer I fixed. I don't know why every time I record I have a stuffy nose for no reason. I didn't even have the AC on last night. And it wasn't even cold. That's what I've been doing so far. I got my resume fixed, got my A+, I'm gonna reapply to everything. Yeah. Also, my car broke less than 300 miles after I got it fixed. Because my emergency brake cable, one of my emergency brake cables snapped, and now one of my calipers is stuck partially closed. So that's fun. That's what I'm getting fixed tomorrow. With that speed because I just found out that I guess the cops won't give you a ticket if you're going 10% above, if you're going less than 10% above the speed limit. I'm just gonna leave that there. But so far I've actually been kind of liking this truck a bit. So I'm just gonna save up a larger sum of money for the next truck I'm gonna buy, so I can keep this one a little longer, and then I have a nice upgrade. Also, the next truck I'm probably gonna have for a while, and I think I'll stick with I'll buy the other DAF truck next, the newer one. Screens. I'll spec that out nicely because I'm gonna have that, plan to have that for a while in this profile, because by the time once I save up enough money for the next truck, well yeah, once I save up the money I want, that'll be more than enough to pay off the loan. So by the time I build up that money again, I'll be able to pay off the loan and upgrade my garage, so probably do that and just have the other truck a bit longer. Also, I probably should have had the. I probably should have got the UK spec of this truck, given how much time I spent in this country. It is what it is. Technically, this truck is based in France, so. My Sonic eGPU box is still doing good though. So for now, I'm probably, if I get a capture card, I'm probably just going to transfer this graphics card over either this, to the other, to the PC I'm going to build for now. And I'll just save up for a real GPU. I'm going to go, I've been doing Intel basically my whole life with every computer I've had. Whether it's my choice or not, this laptop was my choice to go Intel. But for the purposes of building a computer and just because I don't like what I'm hearing about the 13 and 14 gens for the Intels, I'm gonna go AMD. And I found a CPU that's in my price range that has 24 threads, which is perfect because I don't want to have to keep running 4 different virtual machines off of one 9-year-old school computer. Which the school computer really isn't that bad, especially for 9 years old. But for what we're doing in the class, it's just not really ideal. This is the world's slowest pass. Oh my goodness. Cut the guy off. Dude, we're gonna go for another pass? Ooh. Fast, fast, fast. Come on. We're way over the speed limit now. Or surgical cases for the next computer. Let's see, how far away are we from the dock? First of all, I can sleep. I can drive for another 6 hours. We are hopefully can make it to the docks without needing to sleep. Oh yes, that's gonna be perfect. Okay, yeah, so that'll be just enough. Hopefully to get me there. Maybe. I don't know. It's about half and half, actually. I've been there before. Nothing really that all the more exciting to discover. How long are we driving? Another 800 kilometers, but some of that's on the ferry. just a nice little road that we're on. Glad I decided not to go for a pass. I'm hoping, hopefully everything goes well with just getting the profiles on the other computer. It should. It's on, I think all the information's on the Steam profile, it just loads in. I don't want to speed too much more. I don't need to speed too much more. Let's just... I'll just tailgate the guy but not pass him. The next truck definitely want to get a dual rear axle. I guess I'm just gonna save up a lot of money for the next one. Just so I can drive this. Just also so like I could drive this one a lot longer. And I didn't think I was gonna like the dash. I mean, it shows enough information, the right kind of information that I care about nowadays. And also the red. That's my favorite thing. I don't know why. It's just pleasant. Maybe nostalgia for me. I'll just get out of this lane. For 530 horsepower. Alright, come on. We're going. You're past. Just gonna keep accelerating. Passing at this speed, but I want to look anyway. Like, I looked back on the first videos I have coming out with the new man. That thing was slow. Right? I was wondering, like, why. I was like watching the videos, wondering why I'm going so slow. I realized I probably can't go anywhere any faster. They just got spoiled. Because back then, the two profiles were the Peterbilt and ATS, and then that man. Now at the time of recording, both those trucks are different. This truck changes. In ETS2, the truck changes every 5,000 kilometers, give or take. I don't feel like driving fast anymore. I've taken my chances. we're soon going to hit 2,500 kilometers. I'm just gonna say when we do it just to like time my audio a little bit for no reason. And 2,500. Yeah, once I like have a dedicated thing to like capture everything I want. Actually, I have to look into how that's gonna work well. I have to do my research. The best methods to record. I also need to buy them. There are other extra components I need because I need to buy a mic. Just a cheap one for now. Like sufficient enough for this or Zoom calls if I'm or Microsoft Teams calls if I have to. I think this truck I think is the last old style truck. Here it's, I mean there's the more basic man dash in the man itself, but no, I would say Scania. There's the old Scania dash that's left. And then I have Iveco, the other man, the newer man truck. The newer DAF, and the Volvos. Drink, but I have to slow down to get into the lane. I had to hydrate myself. Didn't go well. 60. Oh, I can't though. I can only do 50. And also, there's a lot of cars in front of us anyway. does this car have to be broken down in front of us? And ruin our pace? And you're just outside of your vehicle because it's on fire? Overheat him. That's funny. I wish I had laughed at that more, but at the same time that's horrible of mine. But because it's horrible of me, that automatically makes it more funny. That guy was just he was just standing just in front of his car, like. So that, yeah, it's doing this. That's cool. I'm just gonna stay here while I wait for tow services. Oh, we're at the docks. I'm just gonna end this first video here. I've said what I wanted to say, so the next part's not gonna be voiceover. Or just more seamlessly end the video, so it ends while we're traveling to from Britain to the other place. I'm gonna shut my mic off a little early, so once we don't get killed by these guys. Turn, turn, turn. There we go. I want to park. I'm gonna want to park right here. Over there. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm just gonna say goodbye now. So, goodbye.